Okay, hello everybody. My name is Adam Jatoft and I'm from Kyoto University, and we are organizing together with Hideo Ijoho, Roy Blanco, Haritao Yu and Shuhei Yamamoto. We are organizing temporal information access task, in shortcut Temporalia, and this is the second version of this task. So what's the motivation? Temporal IR is a popular subset of IR these days, so lots of research going on, and actually it has been found that about 1.5% of queries contain dates, like the queries here, but that's not all. There are many other queries which have some temporal character, like could be fashion trend, Tokyo weather, and so on. And for these queries we need special kind of treatment, because we need to match temporal aspects of these queries with temporal aspects of the documents corresponding to these queries. Let's see the results if we actually have wrong match between the temporality of the query and temporality of document. Like for Tokyo weather, we might return documents about yesterday weather, or economic forecast Japan, where we talk about past forecasts, or even previous Tokyo Olympics query, which returns document about the next Olympics. You can see that the users might not be satisfied with these kind of results. So so coming back to the past, what we have done last NTCIR, we had two subtasks, as you can see on the left-hand side. First was temporal query intent classification, where for a given query, participants were supposed to determine the dominant class, temporal class for the query. And second subtask was temporal information retrieval, to return documents for a given temporal topic. We had a participation like here, 8 international teams. And then in this year we decided to extend the task in two ways. First, we added additional language, Chinese language, because before it was only English, so now we have Chinese and English. And we also modified the previous subtask to become more probabilistic, or more closer to the real scenarios. So first we have a temporal intent disambiguation, which means for a query, participants are supposed to give a probability distribution over temporal classes of this query. The input is query and its timestamp. The output is distribution of probabilities about temporal classes. And second subtask is temporally diversified retrieval. We have a topic which have 4 temporal versions for 4 temporal classes with a certain probabilities of search results that should fall into these classes. And then the output is supposed to be a diversified ranking of documents. So the important keywords are underlined. It's about disambiguation for the time when we have a query, and second is about diversifying search results from the viewpoint of time. So what are the temporal classes which we have? 4 temporal classes: recency, past, future, and atemporal, where atemporal is class of queries or topics that do not have much to do with time, or are just navigational queries or topics. And the data sets which we are going to use, so we will use data set from the previous Temporalia, which is given by a Living Knowledge initiative, and it's collection of news and blogs crawled in from 2011 to 2013, 3.8 million documents. We provide several annotations for participants to use, such as name entities, temporal expressions, and sentence boundaries. Some other collections can be used, like Wikipedia, some external sources, so participants are not only limited to this one. For the Chinese language, we use Sogo CA for a dry run, which is a collection of news websites in China crawled in the middle of 2012. But for formal run, we'll use a slightly different collection, Sogo T, which contain web pages, and we'll distill some subset of this collection. Annotations will be same as for the English data set to make equal standards for both languages. And this is the schedule, so the next event will be in June 2015, where we're gonna release the document collection and the task guidelines. So if you are interested, please visit our website or contact us on Twitter, Facebook, or simply by email. Thank you.